So, what if the most common advice you've ever gotten about sleep is just wrong? Today, we are diving deep into some game-changing research from the brilliant sleep expert, Dr. Matthew Walker. And trust me, what we've uncovered is probably going to change how you think about your nights forever.
All right, first things first, let's just tear down some of the biggest myths about sleep. You've probably heard these a million times, but it turns out some of the most popular advice out there is completely off the mark.
Okay, here's a perfect example. Magnesium. It's everywhere, right? It's one of the most popular sleep supplements you can buy. But have you ever stopped to wonder if that pill is actually doing anything for your brain?
And yeah, Dr. Walker, he does not hold back. He says that for a lot of these supplements, this is the hard reality. So what's actually going on here?
It all comes down to this. Sleep isn't made in your muscles. It's made in your brain. And for any supplement to directly affect that process, it has to get past this biological fortress called the blood-brain barrier. If it can't get in, well, it might relax your body a bit, but it's not actually touching the command center for sleep.
So if popping supplements isn't the magic bullet, then what is? You know, we've all had the 8 hours is the holy grail idea drilled into our heads. But it turns out there's something that matters even more.
Meet the new king of sleep, regularity. We're talking about consistency. The absolute healthiest sleepers go to bed and wake up within the same 30-minute window every single day. And yes, that includes weekends. No exceptions.
And the data, wow. The data here is just staggering. A massive study from the UK Biobank looked at people's sleep habits and found that folks with the most irregular schedules had almost a 50% higher risk of dying from any cause. And get this, a 57% higher risk of cardiometabolic diseases. We're talking heart attacks, strokes, diabetes, the really serious stuff.
Let that sink in for a second. When scientists put these two things head-to-head, getting a full 8 hours versus having a super consistent sleep schedule, regularity was actually the stronger predictor of who lived a long, healthy life. Consistency beats quantity, period.
We've all heard about sleep debt, right? That feeling on a weekend where you're desperately trying to catch up on lost sleep. But what if you could flip that whole idea on its head? Let's talk about something called sleep banking.
You see, the old way was all about damage control. It's reactive. You lose sleep, then you try to pay it back. But the new science is showing us a much smarter approach. It's proactive. If you know a crazy week is coming, you can actually build up a sleep reserve in advance. And this isn't just a theory. They've actually tested this in the real world. In one study, they had Army cadets bank extra sleep, up to 10 hours a night, for a week before they knew they'd be sleep-deprived. The result? Their cognitive performance dropped 40% less than the group that didn't bank sleep. That's a huge difference, and it's an amazing tool for anyone facing a tough stretch.
Okay, so we've hit you with some pretty big, new ideas. So what can you actually do about all this? Like tonight? Well, Dr. Walker suggests 3 incredibly simple but powerful habits you can start building right away.
Here they are, the big 3. A digital detox before bed, being ruthlessly regular with your schedule, and managing your evening light. They sound almost too simple, right? But trust me, the science behind them is rock solid. So for years, everyone's been blaming blue light from our phones. And while it does have a small effect, it's not the real villain. The real problem is psychological. Our devices are designed to be attention capture machines. They fire up our brains, make us alert, and literally silence our natural sleepiness right at the moment we need it most.
Dr. Walker calls the bright light we blast ourselves with every evening junk light. I love that term. So try this for a week. For the last hour before you plan to go to bed, dim the lights in your home way down, just bright enough to read, and that's it. It's such a powerful signal to your brain that nighttime is here.
All right, for our last big idea, let's talk about something truly incredible. The secret world you enter in the final hours of your night. Because it turns out not all sleep is created equal, and cutting your night even a little bit short has a much bigger impact than you could ever imagine.
So your night's sleep isn't just one long uniform block. It has a structure, an architecture, and it changes dramatically as the night goes on. The first half is packed with deep non-REM sleep. That's for restoring your body. But the second half? That's when you get the motherlode of your REM sleep, which is critical for your mind.
And this is why this is so important. If you set your alarm to cut an 8-hour sleep short by 2 hours, you're not just losing 25% of your sleep. No, because most of that precious REM sleep is backloaded into the end of the night. You could be losing more than 60% of it This is why Dr. Walker calls REM sleep overnight therapy, and it's just an incredible concept. It is the only time, day or night, that your brain completely shuts off the production of the stress chemical noradrenaline. This creates this perfectly safe, calm neurochemical space for your brain to reprocess difficult memories and basically strip the pain away from it.
It's exactly like this quote says. This REM sleep therapy acts like a nocturnal soothing balm. It's what allows you to wake up the next day, hold on to the memory of what happened, but let go of that intense, gut-punch emotional charge. It is absolutely essential for our mental health.
So let's end with this question for you to think about. That last hour of sleep isn't just extra. It's a powerhouse for emotional healing, problem-solving, and creativity. If you protected it, what incredible power could you unlock in yourself tomorrow? Protecting that time isn't a luxury. It's a profound investment in a calmer, sharper, and more creative you.